Hatlin with a solo home run, making it 1-0. First pitch of the second inning goes from Tibbetts' bat to the third base side, where Hatlin then throws him out for out number 1. That'll bring up Nolan Foster, the sophomore, batting .372 on the season. His bat's been getting hotter and hotter as the weather has warmed up in June. Although we have a nice night tonight.
Moved up a bit in the lineup.
Yes, he did. All the way up to number 5. First pitch strike called. Our game brought to you by Denver Insurance, Dirty Dog American Bar and Grill, Waverly Family Dentistry, and Waverly Utilities. Here's the 1 strike, no ball. Count popped high in the air. Catcher going towards the first base side, almost overruns it, reaches over his back as he arches and makes the grab for out number 2. 3 pitches, 2 outs. That brings up Ian Sedgwick, the lefty, freshman, batting .286. And if there was a park to hit it out on, as Hatlin showed, the ball flies to right field. The flag not moving at all in straightaway center. Ball hit foul, straight down. Through the years, the Go Hawks have had some lefties leave the yard here at Waukon. It's the same distance to left field that is to right, but it just feels closer sometimes for these big lefties. Pitch outside. Think of Epley, Chaplin, some of those boys through the years, those big body look like they throw hay bales in the loft sort of guys. Pitch outside, 2-1.
Yeah, this right field kind of reminds me of Columbus High School and Waterloo.
Mm-hmm.
As a player, I remember that right field fence.
2-1 count. Pitch hits the outside corner. They painted it, and Cedric watched. 2 outs, nobody on. Top of the second inning, 1-0. Waukon has the lead in game 1 of our doubleheader. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. The Go Hawks go down in order. Bottom of the second after this, 1-0 Waukon leading the Go Hawks on the K-Way Sports Network.
Newey's Moto in Waverly is the place to get your e-bike. What's an e-bike? Stop in today and check one out for yourself at Newey's Moto in downtown Waverly.
If you want the right car and you want it simple, there's no pressure, we're just here to please ya. Jerry Rolling Motors is right for you.
I'm Craig Gunderson, General Manager at Jerry Rolling Motors. More than 20 years ago, I got my start right here in parts and service. I learned real quick that the foundation to a successful dealership is excellent service after the sale. How do we do it? You guessed it. Hire and retain the absolute best staff in the Cedar Valley. 40 years of sales, 40 years of service, 40 years of making Jerry Rolling Motors right for you.
Jerry Rolling Motors, right for you. Jerry Rolling Motors, right for you.
Waukon 1, Waverly Shark nothing as we go to the bottom of the second inning. Jack O'Neill, the right-handed junior, batting .368 with that construction cone orange bat, will face Grant Parker. And 1-0, a solo home run's the difference in the contest. Pitch paints the outside corner, called strike by Mr. Klein behind home plate. That's a good delivery. O'Neill waiting. Parker delivering. Same spot, same result. Counts 0-2. What do you do here?
I say bring it heat with a fastball.
Ball hit from the outside over to second base. Rose throws to first, and there's the out. It was outside, maybe half ball length there, maybe a full ball length outside, and O'Neill just reached for it and poked it. And the Go Hawks get the out. That brings up James Stigler. Hold on. Is this Stigler? Wasson, excuse me. Mason Wasson, my mistake. As he fouls it off. I wrote down the wrong name. Ball stuck in the chain link there. It was,
yep.
About, 10 feet in the air? Like 12 feet in the air? Mason Wasson takes a ball, 1-1. Wasson on the year bats .279. But that did not miss by much on the just off the outer half, 2-1.
Yeah, he's taking advantage of the outer half of the plate against these righties.
1 out, nobody on. Grant Parker delivering a pitch that's high and tight, 3-1 now. Neither team has issued a walk. Parker does not want to be the first one to do so. I think you can pipe things against the bottom half of this lineup. Top half, don't you dare, especially with the three-hitter Hatland. But anybody else, I think you can get away with that. Here's the 3-1 swing and a miss. Full count. Parker doing some pretty good work. Again, he's really only made one mistake in the game. Next pitch fouled away over our heads towards the football field. Go Hawk fans, remember we drove here 2 days in a row. Drove all the way up here, lightning delay on a Friday. Came back Saturday, and the Go Hawks began a wonderful season. But it was 2 days in a row to Waukon, which every time I've come to Waukon, 15 baseball seasons in a row, and I swear they've moved it back each time. It's just further away. Another ground ball over to busy Sam Rose. He boots it, throws to first. Not in time. An error came right to him. That would have been his third punch out of the game. But instead, it looks like he just got tired of waiting for it. Picked his glove up a little early. Goes off of his right foot, and he couldn't pick it up and throw it to first in time. So an error, and Waukon has their first base runner. They had a base trotter, but not a base runner until now. Martin up to bat. Martin, the team best, 21 RBIs. He bats .306. Interesting to have your 7-hitter lead you in RBIs. Pitch is high. Think about throwing over to first is a good secondary lead by Wasson. 1-0 to Martin. I know Rose would love to get a chance to get another ball back to him and get some redemption here defensively. At least that's the way you want your winner's mentality to be, okay, I booted it, hit it again. I won't do that twice. 1-0 swung on and missed by Martin. 1-1. A lot of grass at Waukon, more than anywhere else because of the base paths 2/3 from home and 2/1 from home being all grass. The pitch misses. 2-1. The right-hander, Sean Martin, plays first base, waiting for the next delivery from Parker as that one is high. Left alone by Martin. He gave it a good thought, but did not pull the trigger. Double plays in order for the Go Hawks. Middle infield playing that way, especially Myers at short. Pitch outside, ball 4. Ball gets all the way to the backstop, but it does not matter. First walk follows the first error of the game. Wagner up to bat. Wayner is batting .333 on the year. He's a righty. And Waukon has scored a lot of runs on the season. This looks like a lot of runs sort of inning unless the Go Hawks can scrub it clean. Pitch high. 1-0.
Yeah, towards the bottom of this order, it's just been all fastballs, just trying to locate. He was hitting the outer half, but he's kind of lost control of it in the last couple batters.
I think you get frustrated as a pitcher sometimes. You feel like you got it out, and then there's an error, and that starts to get in your head, and then you press.
Yep.
And you got to remember, you don't have to strike them out. You got to get them out. And usually the 7 guys behind you and the one in front of you are going to help you out. The Hawks are a pretty good fielding team. It's a 1-0 count. Pitch high. Just not getting down on his throws now. Light's not needed. The sun is unimpeded by clouds here in Waukon. Another high pitch. Everything's missing north of the letters. Waukon with their white sleeveless uniforms, the black shirts underneath. Actually, those are just black sleeves. Excuse me. Looks like those sleeveless with the shirt underneath, but it's not. Count is 3-0. Right down Bremer Avenue, called strike 1. Got an Indians written in cursive across their chest. They got an orange W above the numbers on the back. Batting helmets are black with an orange W on the front. Swing and a miss. It's run full now. Parker's got to get him.
Yeah, I'd expect a fastball here. Just going to try to blow it by him again.
Wayner, Parker, pitcher versus pitcher. Did he go? Yes, he did. Ring him up, sir. That is out number 2. Brings up Zach Perkins, a freshman designated hitter, batting .294 with a .457 on base percentage. Not bad for a 9-hitter. A very lanky young man. Pitch outside. Has bend in his knees, but it feels like his back is so straight. Even as he leans in, he just keeps it. There's no flexibility in that back. Pitch outside. Corner, called strike one.
Kind of reminds me of Ricky Henderson just a little bit. Kind of has the hunch over a little bit.
That's a good description of him. He's a righty. Runners at first and second, 2 outs in the frame. Go Hawks down 1-0. It's the bottom of the second inning. Stepping off the rubber is Parker. Our game brought to you by American Family Insurance, Christian Youth Agency, Inc., insurance built around you. CUSB Bank, Waverly, Shellrock, Charles City, Johnson Financial Services, Dale Service, and Folkers Financial Services. As Parker fans at that offering, it is now 1-2. And Parker, with one more pitch, could get the Go Hawks up to the bats, trying to equalize the ball game. Here comes the delivery. It's outside and low. Rage goes and reaches for that one. That would have been right at the feet of a left-handed hitter. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on in the bottom of the second. Parker sets, throws low, counts full again. A lot of full counts in this game.
Yeah, got to get Perkins here also. You know, first and second, 9-hitter. Got to finish him off in the full count.
Third full count of the inning. A lot of pitches for Parker. Here comes the next delivery. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 was tipped but caught. Back-to-back strikeouts, salvage. A good inning defensively from being a bad inning. 1-0 is our score. We go to the third inning. The 7, 8, 9 hitters due for the Go Hawks when we return on the K-Way Sports Network.
Hi, this is Adam with Folkers Financial Strategies. Life is busy with kids, activities, work, and that much-needed vacation. Who has time to think about retirement and life insurance? Well, we do at Folkers Financial Strategies, and we'll worry about your insurance coverage and your retirement plan so you can get back to living your busy life. Come see us here at 410 West Bremer Avenue, Folkers Financial Strategies.
Remember when your kids were young? You left the room just for a few minutes and came back to find them stuffing their faces with candy, and afterwards they were sick, tired, and just hungry again in a few hours. Well, that's what you're doing to your dog when you feed them the most popular brand name dog foods that are packed with cornmeal or soy fillers. Make sure your dog is eating high-quality food from Victor, Exclusive, or Signature from Scoop Feed and Supply in Waterloo at the corner of Airline and Wagner Roads. Feed your pets the best when you shop at the Scoop Feed and Supply in Waterloo.
1-0, Waukon leading as we go to the top of the third inning. The 7, 8, 9 hitters due for Waverly Shellrock. Leading things off is shortstop Lance Myers, who bats .340. The team bats .313, by the way, on the season. Myers is a righty facing the right-handed pitcher, Wayner. Bunt shown, pulled back, strike called by Dan Klein. Go Hawks have one hit. Their very first batter, Dylan Stockdale, had an infield single. Since then, nothing. Ground ball, shortstop side, backhanded by Jack O'Neill. Long throw. That's an overthrow. Going to second is Myers. That's a single. And then he slides in safely. So I call that a single, and then there's an error on the throw, giving him second. So the second hit of the game for the Go Hawks brings up Grant Parker, who bats .220 and would love to switch places with a man at second and help out his own cause. Parker forgot something in the dugout. To go get whatever it was. Talking with Coach about the drive here and just what do you do to stay, loose?
Coach, you had a long road trip up here. It feels longer every year we come up here. How do you keep you guys engaged on the bus?
It's one of those things where they interact with each other pretty well, I would say. I know some guys like getting naps into, which, when you have a 2-hour drive isn't necessarily a bad thing. But, they were ready to get off the bus when we got here. So definitely ready to go, and I know they're excited to get going.
First pitch to Parker is a called strike at the tip top of the zone. Runner at second base, nobody out. Go Hawks down by 1 in the third inning. Matt Ray, Henry Powers here with you in Waukon. Next pitch, called strike again in the upper half, a little lower than the last pitch. Parker is not offered yet. He's going to have to protect the plate now. And put it in play somewhere. Waiting on the 0-2. Catcher's way up on his stance. They check the runner at second. He's back. So Shellhorns up on his haunches. Can you tell, as an on-deck guy, can you tell the batter that? Here's the next delivery. Same thing. High pitch, grounded over to second base. That will move the runner. It is an out, but a decently productive out on the 4-3. There's one out, runner at the corner, and Sam Rose up to bat. Rose batting .222. But is that kosher?
Yeah, I mean, as an on-deck batter, sometimes like the catcher when they're on their haunches like that, it's more to mess with the hitter. Like, hey, we're going to fake a high fastball and then drop down, all of a sudden spot up a breaking ball away from the plate. But, yeah, I mean, in my playing time, usually didn't see much of that.
Strike called on the other half to Rose. 0-1 count to the 9-hitter. Rose, who was the hero last time the Go Hawks were playing, a walk-off hit in the bottom of the 7th inning to win over New Hampton and get the season split and stay in first place in the Northeast Iowa Conference. Oh, he got hit there. From the walk-off hit to getting hit, Sam Rose now at first, runners at the corners, and the Go Hawks will get a second look at Wayner. If you were getting a second opportunity against him, what would you do differently?
Well, I think that first at bat is kind of just to feel out the velocity, because like when you're just taking swings, looking at his release point, you can't really tell or get a good gauge of the velo. So now you see how you were approached. You're at the top of the lineup, so you're probably going to see some of those secondary pitches. But it's always good to be aggressive early when you got guys on.
Runners at the corners. Rose will probably go somewhere in this at bat. He takes off. They throw to third. Check-in ball gets away from the third baseman, but Myers cannot go. And now there's runners at second and third. It was a called strike, by the way, to Stockdale, who was not offering in order to let his buddies set the table for him. So one swing in the back can give a Go Hawk a lead on the scoreboard as they're down 1-0. Stockdale certainly a guy who can get hits. He's got 25 on the year. Ground ball, shortstop side. That'll score a run. They got a man in the pickle between second and third. Rose gets back. Everybody's safe. They played it like there was a force almost, and Rose did not buy the bait. And a fielder's choice for Stockdale. That'll count against his batting average, but who cares? 1-1.
Yeah, he'll take the run, and it looked like the second baseman just wasn't at the bag there for the runner at second, Rose.
Yeah, the O'Neills were not communicating. Cousins need to talk. Hofert up to bat. Struck out looking his last time up. 1-1 the score. Runners at second and third. Fastball burns the outside corner. 0-1 to Hofert. Put the ball in play. You never know what's going to happen. One out in the inning. For everybody to be safe on that, could come back and bite the Indians in the backside as there's an outside corner called strike to Hofert. Hofert's got to protect. Umpire given just a little bit. He's got a decently big zone. Fairly consistent, though.
Yeah, it's consistent, but as you said, just a bit wide.
Hofert waiting for the next delivery. Big lead by Rose. They're going to check him. Rose was absolutely toying with the pitcher there. He was about, a full third of the way there? Maybe longer? Starting to get halfway there by the time that throw came to second. The wind's blowing in from straightaway center field, though it's not a very strong wind. This won't knock the ball down a ton. Ground ball, shortstop side. It's booted. Everybody's safe. The bases are full of Waverly Shellrock Go Hawks. So an E6 on a ball that could have at least gone to second or first and gotten an out. Coach Shellsmith will come out to talk with his Waukon Indians as Abram Rage comes up to bat. And Rage has a home run this year. Hit it over the fence. Only Go Hawk to hit one over the fence this season. He did it at Hurdles, so if you do it there, you can definitely do it here. 3:10 down the line, 3:45 to straightaway center field. The scoreboard is black and in left center. It says Waukon Indians on it. Interestingly enough, there is a hole in the fence right near the scoreboard, just, where the right side of it is a little in of the left side of it to let people sneak through. So you could get one of those wacky ground rule doubles there, though I can't recall ever seeing that happen here.
Yeah, my high school field was similar, but it was in straight center. But yeah, it kind of looks deceiving from here. But Yeah, that left field portion is behind the rest of the fence.
By about, 2.5 feet maybe. Rage up to bat. Leads the team in RBIs. He'd love to add to that total. Ball driven into center field. Going back to get it is O'Neill. He's going to catch it. It's long enough to be a sac fly, and it is a sacrifice fly. An RBI for Abe Rage. Good swing there. And the Go Hawks are up 2-1 as Rose was plated. Stockdale moved over to third, and the other runner, Hofert, stays at first. And that's just knowing what the opportunity is there, what your job is at the plate in a given situation.
Yeah, the ball's over the middle of the plate. You just got to put a simple swing on it, and that produced a run.
Tibbetts up to bat with runners at the corners. Ball popped up. Shallow right field. Calling off everybody and making the grab is Lawson. But the Go Hawks get two. They take the lead 2-1 as we go to the bottom of the third. You're listening to Waverly Sharrock Baseball on the K-Way Sports Network.
Good luck, Go Hawks, from Johnston Financial Services. Johnston Financial Services at 116 West Bremer Avenue in Waverly. Call them at 352-5938. Securities offered through First Heartland Capital Incorporated, member FINRA-SIPC. Johnston Financial Services, LLC, is not affiliated with First Heartland Capital Incorporated. When it comes to investing, start with Johnston Financial Services, LLC.
Nothing can be as important as keeping your home properly heated this winter. And if your LP gas fan is Dillaboo oil, you're assured that running out of LP will never be a problem. Dillaboo oil is there when you need them 24 hours a day for all your LP and fuel oil needs. Call the professionals at Dillaboo Oil at 319-352-3437 or stop in and visit with them at 600 West Bremer Avenue, Waverly. For home heating fuels, it's Dillaboo Oil in Waverly.
2-1, Waverly Shark leads Waukon as it's the bottom of the third inning. The top of the order due. That's Shellsmith leading things off against Grant Parker. Parker delivers one that is low. Ball one. It's Meet the Go Hawk time. Today let's meet Luke Harmon. He's a sophomore. His parents are Glenn and Luana Harmon. Pitch just misses 2-0. His favorite baseball memory, going to state. Song that gets him ready is What's Next by Drake. His favorite team, the Rays. No longer the Devil Rays. Haven't been that way for quite a while. Ground ball, shortstop side. Myers gets right in front of it. Throws to first. High throw. Getting back down in time is Sedgwick. Whoa, that almost cost the Go Hawks. Sedgwick somehow doubled gravity and got down in time to touch the bag for a 1-up, 1-down. That brings up Colton O'Neill, who grounded out to second his last time up. Luke Harmon says his hero, he doesn't have one. Future plans are to go to college. That's Luke Harmon. Your Meet the Go Hawk today. O'Neill, the lefty, up to bat, watches one high. Colton O'Neill, got to be more specific on what O'Neill we're talking about here. A lot of them on this squad. Again, a third of the starting lineup is an O'Neill. Pitch high again, 2-0. One out, nobody aboard. You don't want to have anybody aboard when Hatland gets on. A on-deck hitter had a solo bomb in the first. Fastball inside corner called strike. 2-1. Let's see if Grant Parker can even things up. It's in his best interest to take care of Colton O'Neill, the center fielder for the Indians. Pitch high and away. Rage throws it back. Parker keeps losing his hat here.
Yeah, I noticed that too. I wonder what that is.
Well, yeah, for game one starter gets to choose the jersey pants hat combination, so he chose the hat that falls off. Next pitch, right down Cherry Street. Count is full. Big payoff pitch coming up here. The wind, the kick, the delivery, ground ball, shortstop side. Myers takes a pretty fast ground ball, throws to first this time, a little more traditional throw. And there's now 2 up, 2 down, making it easier on Sedgwick as Noah Hatland comes up to bat. He hit his 3rd home run of the season his last time up. He's got a little bit of shaggy hair coming out of his helmet, white batting gloves, and the big, imposing black bat with the sunglasses on. The sunglasses with the multicolored look to them. Hard hit ball into left field, right at Stockton. Comes in 5 steps and makes the grab. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the top of the 4th. Go Hawks 2, Waukon 1. This is Northeast Iowa Conference Baseball on the K-Way Sports Network.
Hi, this is Jill with the Waverly Shell Rock Area United Way. Together, we can help those in need right here in the Cedar Valley. Did you know that 99% of all the funds we raise stay right here in Bremer and Butler counties, working to support those in need? To donate or volunteer, find us online at WSRUnitedWay.org. Together, we can live united.
Hey, I'm Chris from the Red Fox Barbecue and Pizzeria. Our barbecue line will include things such as brisket, burnt ends, pulled pork, pulled chicken, potatoes, mac and cheese, corn, and a Texas toast. Plus, try one of our sandwiches or our homemade French fries or onion ring. Red Fox Barbecue open 11 to 9, Wednesday through Saturday, with the barbecue line happening from Thursday to Saturday from 5 to 9, and a breakfast buffet on Sunday from 9 to 12:30. Red Fox Barbecue and Pizzeria, the best restaurant you haven't tried yet.
2-1, Waverly Shark leads as we go to the 4th inning. 6-hitter Nolan Foster, who popped up to the catcher his last time up, is due against Gabe Wayner. Righty versus righty to begin this half inning. Ball driven high into the air, a shallow ball into the grass just beyond second base. Oh, bobbled. And it is an error. It's dropped by Nathan O'Neill. He bobbled it. It bounced back up into his glove, but Nolan Foster was so, committed to hustling that he made it all the way to second base on a pop-up.
Yeah, you just never know in baseball. You always got to finish the play out.
Yeah, kids listening, always hustle. When given the choice to hustle or lollygag, never choose lollygag. It will pay off occasionally. Hard hit, foul ball right by Coach Hying on the first base side. 0-1 to Cedric, who struck out swinging his last time up. I mean, Foster should have been an out. The ball should have been caught. In fact, O'Neill in center field should have called off O'Neill at second base and just caught that ball, but he didn't, and the second baseman's the one who dropped it. Swing and a miss on a low pitch. Should have hit that off a golf tee. And, I think whenever an outfielder has a chance to catch it without diving, they should be able to do that. It's just harder going back on things and looking straight up than it is when you've had a chance to jog in on it. They're trying to argue for a balk. It sounds like someone was. As Foster is at second. Wayner stood off the rubber, and he still didn't get all the way back. Wayner finally just had to flip his arm like he was throwing to get him back there. They're going to check him again. No throw. Well, I feel like Cedric's going to hit one out tonight. I don't know why. I just felt like he's the type of kid in this ballpark that could send it sailing. That's strike 3. He hasn't hit the ball very well over the last couple of games, but I still feel like he's a kid who can send it even though he's out there. Lance Myers up to bat. He singled and scored a run in that 2-run third inning that gave the Go Hawks the lead that they enjoy right now. Base. Myers like to trade places with Foster. They throw it into center field, checking the runner at second. Foster will scoot over to third. I mean, one time a year maybe you throw somebody out at second base.
And, as a pitcher in that spot, it's you just don't do it very often. You can either decide to fully spin or bring that left leg up and kind of sidearm it, but that ball was sailed right into right center.
Yeah, that's right. And it often goes for the righties to that side. Pitch high and away to Lance Myers, 1-0. And the Go Hawks have done that, too.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen it. It's just so easy to do. It's such a hard play, and the risk reward is so low. Ooh, high and tight, little chin music. Foster diving back to third as the catcher checks on him. He does get back in time, and it's 2-0 count to Lance Myers. Go Hawks 2, Indians 1. You're in game number 1 of our doubleheader. The Go Hawks need to sweep here. Ball popped up. Second base side in the grass. This time the second baseman lets Wasson call him off and make the grab. Foster feigned like he was going to go home. They did throw home. It was a good throw, but a bad throw. If you do that, you can get yourself home. I like the base running technique by Foster as Grant Parker comes up to bat. He grounded out to second his last time up. If he can find a way to get a single and give his team a Folkers Financial Services insurance run, help ensure your family's future by calling Folkers Financial Strategies. Inside pitch, ground ball up the middle. There it is, an RBI and some insurance as Foster comes home as Parker helps out his own campaign.
Low pitch, drove it right back up the middle. He'll take that with 2 outs.
Toma will run at first base. Jameson Toma, a sophomore, courtesy running. Courtesy run for the pitcher and the catcher. It's a free substitution. Sam Rose up to bat. He was hit by a pitch and then scored a run. Last inning, 2 outs in the inning. Runner at first base. Let's see if they try to move him over. There has been a caught stealing so far today. I think Shell Smith's somebody you can't just run on. You have to get a good lead and then a good jump.
Yeah, and he's a strong, stocky guy. He's got power.
Swing and a miss. Runner takes off to second. And poor catcher was spinning around like a dog looking for a place to nap, and he couldn't find the ball. He was just stuck in the dirt down below him. Almost went camouflage with the way the dirt covered it.
Yeah, he really wanted to. He was looking for the quick transfer, but, yeah, that ball hit the dirt and just couldn't really cleanly get it in the glove at first.
And then he spun around thinking it went between his legs. The runners in scoring position now. Ground ball through the hole on the shortstop side. They're sending them. This is going to be a close play. The throw is not in time. He slides underneath it. Toma scores, and it's 4-1. Go Hawks. Rose hit it on the left side of the infield for a single. He goes over to second after the throw is there. That was not a very deep ball into left field. Brody Gress came up throwing, threw a decent throw to Shellsmith, but Shellsmith went to try to tag, and sliding right underneath it was Toma. That was good, aggressive base running by the Go Hawks. Could you have gotten out? Yes, but you got the run that you needed.
Yeah, it was just a great time slide, as you said, because Shellsmith, he got the good pick, but he had to reach back over to his left, so he just got in there.
Stockdale up to bat. He's 1 for 2 with a single and a fielder's choice. He's reached each time he's been up to bat. Pitch outside. 1-0 to Dylan Stockdale. One of the better hitters in the conference. Great table setter. Has the table set for him now with the runner at second. Pitch outside.
Disconnect. Connected.
Visit Waverly Tire Company across from Dollar Tree on 4th Street South today to make sure you save money and get the best tires to keep your family safe this summer. Because at Waverly Tire Company,
We are family.
Shark 4, Waukon 1 as we go to the 5th inning. Hofer, Rage, and Tibbetts will be the minimum that will go against Wayner. Hofer is 0 for 2 with a strikeout, and he also reached on an error. He's a lefty. Here's the pitch. High, 1-0. By the way, this inning, we'll take a look at the Northeast Iowa Conference standings as the Go Hawks are atop the conference, I've told you, but what else? Strike low, 2-0. The Go Hawks are 9-3 in the conference. Decorah 8-4. Third place is New Hampton at 7-5. So those top three teams just nipping at each other. Pitch outside. Go Hawks swept Decorah and then split twice. With New Hampton, the Go Hawks still have the Vikings yet this year, but it will be in Waverly when they do. Pitch hits the outside corner. 3-1 now to Holford. It was taking all the way. A lot of room up the middle of the infield. Ball hit softly, second base side. This one's trouble. First baseman gets it. Not going to be able to throw to first in time. That's an infield single just based on location. I call that a real estate hit. Location, location, location is all that mattered.
Yeah, he got on top of it, hit it right into the ground, but it just dribbled in that weird spot between the pitcher and the first base bag, and just a tough play. That speed is going to allow him to reach.
Rage up to bat. He grounded out to third and then had a sacrifice fly his last time up to add one of the 4 runs to the tally. Throw to first. Runners back in plenty of time. So the Go Hawks are 9-3. Decorah is 8-4. New Hampton 7-5. These Indians are 5-7. Boy, if they get a couple series to go their way, they could be right back in the hunt. Won't be easy as they throw to first, but they could. And this is just a topsy-turvy league right now. Charles City, they're 4-8 in the league, and I think they're a pretty decent team. Crestwood, they're 3-9 in the conference. When earlier this year, when Waverly Shark blasted them, we thought, well, they won't win a game in the conference, but they swept this Waukon team. Ball popped up. No one's going to get just out of play. Clanking into the fence. Down the first base side was the catcher, Schelsman, who gave it a good look. Good effort by him. I've seen the hustle. He's got to put his eyeglasses back on. Get his catcher's mask back on as well. Seems like it's been a long time since everybody's been wearing the hockey-style catcher's mask. Don't know when the last time I saw a guy in the old-school catcher's mask. Ground ball, chopped third side. Hatlin goes to second, and they go to first. That is a double play, a 5-4-3 double play. Hatlin got it started, and that was beautifully done by the Waukon Indians. Don't see a ton of 5-4-3 doubles.
I was just going to say, at this level, you don't see a lot of clean double plays like that, and made it look easy.
Tibbetts up to bat. He's 0 for 2 with a ground out and a fly out to right. 2 outs, nobody aboard. Top of the 5th. Strike called. Overall records in the league, Waverly Sharks 11-7, Decorah's 11-6. New Hampton, they're 14-6, Waukon's 12-10. Fouled away. Charles City's 8-13, Crestwood's 4-13. So most of the conference has over a 500 record. You know, they're on the plus side. It's been a decent league, but nobody's a juggernaut. Pitch outside, 1-2. I think the Go Hawks would like to become a juggernaut in this conference, but so far nobody is one of those teams that's just going to go and mow everybody down, sweep everybody through. I think whoever wins this league will split with 2 teams probably by the time they're done. Ball's fouled away. Maybe 3 teams. Stays 1-2. The Go Hawks have already split with Waukon and New Hampton. Now, they split. I'm talking about individual doubleheaders, that is, not season splits. But I think you're probably going to have 3 splits. The Go Hawks have already 3 splits in doubleheaders. And I think they're probably the favorite to win it all. Pitch way high, 2-2. But some years, you just don't lose conference games, or maybe you lose one. And it's whoever loses two doesn't win the conference. So this is not one of those years. A lot of parity. Swing and a miss. Strike three as Tibbetts went fishing for one. 3 up, 3 down, though there was a hit, a double play was big in that inning. It's 4-1. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Go Hawks leading as we take time to stretch on the K-Way Sports Network.
Mom, I don't feel good. My throat hurts.
I think I caught the bug going around the office.
Hi, honey, Jess rolled her ankle at her game. I think we need to go to the walk-in clinic to get it checked out. I'll meet you there.
When you need care today, the walk-in clinic at Waverly Health Center is here for you. Get exceptional local care with on-site labs and x-ray from skilled and friendly healthcare providers without waiting for an appointment. Our experienced nurse practitioners and physician assistants are ready to help with those unforeseen sprains, strains, and sniffles. Located on 9th Street Southwest in Waverly, Iowa, the walk-in clinic is open when you need it, Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. No appointments are needed. You can even check in online at waverlyhealthcenter.org/check-in. Convenient, comprehensive, and the care you need close to home. The walk-in clinic at Waverly Health Center. Big city care, small town comfort.
After a good stretch, the 7, 8, and 9 hitters are due against Grant Parker, who struck out the side the last time he stepped on the rubber. The Go Hawks lead 4-1. Sean Martin has the lone walk for Waukon as he awaits the first delivery from Grant Parker. Ball popped high in the air, going to get in the grass. Rose called off by Foster and right, and he'll make the grab. That's well played by the Go Hawks. Good talk out there. You can't play baseball if you are clamming up all the time. You've got to move your jaws in this sport.
Yeah, the outfield especially. I mean, balls in the air in all sports. Communication's key, but, yeah, especially on a ball like that.
Wayner got caught looking and struck out last time up. Fans at a heated ball up in the zone. 0-1 the count. Parker's 6 strikeouts on the evening as there's a foul ball. 0-1, becomes 0-2. The ball's still stuck in the backstop. We try to get Ryan Wills to jump up there and get it. I don't know if you've seen Wisty. He's not the jump up there and get it type of frame. The 0-2 outside, 1-2. Stays 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The 7th K and the second out now of the inning. That brings up Zach Perkins, the designated hitter. Was out on strikes on a full count his last time up. It's always a good feeling as a defense when you get to throw it around the horn. Pitch called strike. Is that a fastball moving or a slider?
That's a fastball.
It moves a ton.
Yeah.
Next pitch, fastball in on the hands, 0-2.
It's interesting because sometimes it looks straight. Sometimes it has like that little two-seam cut at the end.
That's right. Oh, it hit him. Pitch inside. Hit him on an 0-2. That is just frustrating as a pitcher. Now, some guys, they'll throw a 4-seam, then they'll throw a 2-seam. Is he throwing a 4 and a 2, or is it just sometimes his 2 moves and sometimes it doesn't?
Yeah, honestly, it could just be the pressure of the grip. I know sometimes when I've thrown 4-seam, 2-seam, I don't mean to throw a 2-seam, but I have guys tell me it looks like a 2-seam. It's just the pressure of the grip, and, there's different ways to hold the laces to get that pitch across. But, yeah, I don't know if it's Parker purposely meaning to throw a 2-seam. I wouldn't think so because a lot of his pitches are straight. So
Shellspit up to bat. He's 0-2. Pops one high in the air. That one is hooking toward foul territory. Might land on the dugout. It just goes off the fence as Tibbetts was right there. I think that one might have hit the fence. It was close to landing on the dugout. Actually went further towards right field than I thought it was going to. And Tibbetts had a chance at it, I think.
It did look like it. It might have just dropped on the grass. That fence goes back, but it looked close.
Not a whole lot of room. 0-1 the count. 2 outs. Runner at first base. Throw to first base. Oh, they almost got him on the snapback throw. Cedric, I don't think, thought there was as good a chance as there actually was. if he was maybe a quarter step back and ready to spin a little quicker, I think they get him. It's a good throw by Rage. Fastball in the zone, 1-2.
Well, that play at first base coach told him to slide. I think if he slides, he's probably out.
Yeah, that's right. Sometimes not listening pays off, but it's still not advised not to listen to your coach. Here's the 1-2 swing and a miss, strike 3, out 3, and the 8th K of the evening for Parker. 4-1, the Go Hawks lead. We go to the 6th inning. After this, you're listening to the K-Way Sports Network.
Rolling Ford in Shell Rock is proud to support the Go Hawks. Hi, this is Greg Stockdale. Visit our championship team at Rolling Ford. Like the Go Hawks, the staff at Rolling Ford is dedicated, skilled, and will go above and beyond for you. Whether you're looking for a new or used vehicle or servicing your vehicle, trust the championship team at Rolling Ford. Good luck, Go Hawks, from all of us at Rolling Ford in Shell Rock.
We get you rolling, Rolling Ford.
You're listening to the K-Way Sports Network, K-Way Country, AM 1470, and the new FM 96.3.
Dale Service Auto Repair and Towing in Waverly is who to call for your full range of automotive services to keep your car running smoothly. Dale Service offers quick oil changes, full mechanic services, including custom exhaust, tune-ups, brakes, alignments, suspension service, air conditioning service, and more. Stop by today for a free estimate. Dale Service also has 24-hour towing and 24/7 roadside assistance. Call 230-3081 in case of emergency. For exceptional auto repair in Waverly, give Dale Service Auto Repair and Towing a call today.
After 5 innings of play, it's Go Hawks 4, Indians 1, as Nolan Foster leads off the inning for the second time this game. He led off the 4th inning, and it worked out brilliantly for the Go Hawks, who scored 2 as he takes ball 1 from Wayner. Waiting for the next delivery now. Pitch inside, 2-0 to Foster. Foster's 0 for 2, but he did reach on an error his last time up as a pop-out. Or it should have been, but it was dropped. He made it all the way to second on a ball that just barely got into the grass in the outfield. Pitch is now ball to 3-0, and Shellsmith got hurt. The catcher had one bounce into him somewhere. It looks, yeah, that's where you would expect a young man to be hurt. And, oh, man. He's writhing, head down. And even if you've got a cup on, that can really, really hurt. And they've got time called. Dad, the coach, is checking on him. That ball just skipped up into his midsection. Never feels good. I tell you, it feels extra bad when there's a crowd to watch. That's just, you know, you hate to be there, and then hopefully he can get back up and play. I'm sure he'll play in the game, but you know, but will he need a 5-minute break here?
Yeah, I mean, I would imagine it takes the wind out of you, just like a whiplash. You know, it's
You're going to come out to check on him now. You got more help out there, and if he doesn't have the proper equipment on, oh boy, I'm sure he does. Though.
Yeah,
if you're a catcher,
sure.
you don't. You are crazy.
Yeah, I don't want to take that risk. Yeah, you feel for him though, young guy. I mean, hopefully it's nothing serious too.
Yeah. And he was holding the area we've been talking about tonight, and right away was where he had his hands, and it just kills you sometimes, boy. And now the trainer's out with them, which is something you don't see every time on this, though he's smiling.
Yeah, this is probably one of those things that's just going to take time more than anything.
Yeah. Looks like he's catching his breath now. Gets a pat on the back from the trainer. That's one of those pats on the back. Says, nothing I can do about that one, buddy.
Yeah.
There's nothing we can do. Take a drink of water. Umpires will give catchers plenty of time for this because they have all been there during a game as well. Those two guys standing behind a plate have this relationship where they just know the pains.
Yeah.
They know what it feels like to be hurt by a ball bouncing India or tipping India. And so there's a lot of brotherhood between them, even if they're completely different ages. So he's back to go here now. It's a 3-0 count to Nolan Foster. You might have forgotten. Nobody's on as Foster leads off the top of the 6th inning. Go Hawks lead by 3 runs. Shell Smith catches one high and inside, and that's ball 4 to Foster, who takes his base. That's the first walk of the game for the Go Hawks. Isn't that bizarre?
Yeah, I mean, the game's moved along quickly. Not a ton of base runners other than errors, a couple hits sprayed in there.
Hit by pitch. Cedric up to bat, hoping not to get the golden sombrero as he struck out twice. Pitch way outside, 1-0 is the count. We're in the 6th inning. Go Hawks want to add to their 3-run lead. Waukon always a few swings away from getting some runs there. Lone run came on a solo home run. Strangely enough, that's the only hit of the game for them, and boy, was it a hit.
And it was a breaking ball, too. That fastball, they're just not squaring up.
Throw it over to first base. He's back in plenty of time. There's been 6 straight balls thrown. Some will say in 2 balls hit. Waiting for the 2-0. Ground ball softly first base side. They throw it to second, and they get the lead runner, but that is it. So a 3-6 put out of Foster to cut down the lead runner. Cedric gets a fielder's choice. That brings up Lance Myers, who's 1 for 2 with a single, a fly out to right, and a run scored. Pinch runner at first base for Cedric. That's Sam Wilson. And Coach Hermson's shown he's not afraid to do that when it gets in the latter innings of the ball game, and he knows that each run's even more important. So that means you're probably thinking about stealing here, aren't you, with 1 out and a runner on at first base?
Yeah, you'd think so, especially with Myers up. He generally puts the bat on the ball, and usually when a pinch runner comes in, you want to be active on the bases.
Pitch right down the middle. Runner does not go. Doesn't even look like he's going to go.
But I think you feel more comfortable about a possible hit and run because Myers, as of late, he played well at Decorah, had a couple hits. He's been hitting well as of late, so.
Throw to first base. Wilson's back. That was close. That throw went right to his right hip.
Yeah, he's thrown over quite a bit, too.
Sean Martin, the first baseman, applied the tag right away. Wilson with that lead. He takes off. Ground ball over to shortstop. They get the lead runner, and that's it. I thought maybe he got a good enough jump that they wouldn't get him at second, but back-to-back fielders' choices by the Go Hawks. Runner at first base, Grant Parker up to bat. He's 1 for 2 with the ground out, a single and a run scored. Also got an RBI in the ball game. Toma, the courtesy runners, technically, who scored on that great throw home, but he slid underneath it on a ball hit into left field. Good send by Coach Willis, being super aggressive. 4-1, the Go Hawks lead with a runner at first base and 2 outs. Parker hits it, and a humpback line drive goes into left field. Station to station go Myers and Parker. That brings up Rose, who's 1 for 1 with a hit by pitch, a single and a run scored in the game. And again, he had that big walk-off single. And one of the things he said in the postgame about that is that I knew I just had to get up there and get it done. I knew I was going to get it done. And sometimes that's all it takes is just that mental, toughness, that mental edge of thinking, oh, boy, I hope I get it done. No, I'm going to get it done. And that's what he said, and that's what he did. He said, and that's what he did. Ball hit between short and third. That one gets through. They're going to send him. Myers going to have a close play at the plate. He's safe. A foot first slide as the ball came just backstop side of the catcher. A single by Rose. He goes over to second as the play went home. It is now 5-1 with runners at second and third and 2 outs in the inning. That's a Folkers Financial Strategies insurance run here in the 6th. Brings up Dylan Stockdale. The leadoff man has a single, reached twice. He's 1 for 3. See if he can drive something here. A single would score 2. The Go-Hawks will be going on the sound of the bat. Stockdale waits. Wainer throws one outside, 1-0. The Go-Hawks need to sweep. They got to sweep everybody they should and then hope that maybe they can split or do better against Decorah the next time they play. That's the way to win the conference title. Ball hit hard right up the middle. 1 run scores. Here comes the other, and it's easily scoring as they throw to second to keep Stockdale to a single, and the insurance is really good right now as it is 7-1, and Waukon's been held to 1 hit in the ball game, Henry.
Yeah, the offense is definitely squaring up the baseball, and that ball, I don't know if you saw, was about 3 inches away from hitting the pitcher right in the head. That was a line drive.
That was straight up the middle. Boy, that was really, really hard hits. Hofert up to bat. I feel was blocked a little bit by the umpire, but yeah, that just about got him. Strike called to Hofert, who is 1 for 3 with a strikeout, reached on an air and also got a single. He's a lefty. Stockdale's at first. He got caught stealing early in this game. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 to Hofert. Stockdale only caught for the 4th time this year. Has 18 stolen bases to lead the Go-Hawks. Doesn't look like he wants to go right now. Doesn't swing and a miss. Strike 3. Hofert's retired, but the Go-Hawks add 3 more runs, and they go up 7-1 as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Waverly Shellrock leads on the road on the K-Way Sports Network.
The more your life changes, the more your insurance needs change. I'm Christy DeMuth, agent. In just minutes, I can conduct a free personal insurance review to help you determine how much and what type of coverage is right for you, with no costly gaps or overlaps.
Insurance is a contract to protect what you value most, whether it's your auto, home, business, health, or even your life. When it comes to protecting all your assets, give People's Insurance Agency a call. People's Insurance Agency's main office has been located in Waverly for 8 years. It is your family-owned, local, independent agency of neighbors helping neighbors in the surrounding area for the past 35 years. If you're looking for a quote with competitive rates or just have an insurance question, visit People's Insurance Agency in Waverly or call 352-6327 to talk with one of their friendly, knowledgeable insurance specialists. People's Insurance Agency. They strive for excellence in all they do.
7-1, Go Hawks with the lead as the 6th inning is here. Bottom of the 6th inning, the 2, 3, and 4 hitters for the Waukon Indians. Colton O'Neill takes ball 1 inside. He's 0 for 2 with a pair of groundouts in the game. He's a lefty, back-to-back lefties. The toughest part of the lineup. Timeout called as there's something bothering the umpire about the way that the box was. Now he smooths something out with his black New Balance shoes, and we're ready to go. Parker winds, kicks, fires. Ground ball straight up the middle, ramps over the mound and goes into center field for a single, and that brings up the very dangerous Noah Hatlin, who's 1 for 2 with a home run, but he's hit the ball hard each time. And I asked Coach about the walk-on offense.
Class 6 Northeast Iowa Conference games have been against New Hampton and Decorah small ball teams. What's the philosophy offensively for the Indians?
Waukon doesn't really strike out a whole lot. You know, they're going to put the ball in play. We got to be ready to make plays defensively. But again, it's one of those things that they don't strike out a whole lot. I wouldn't say they walk a ton, but at the same time, they're just kind of pesky in a way, for lack of a better word. And so we got to be ready to go defensively.
Waiting for the first offering is Hatlin, the lefty who can mash. He's not pesky. He's downright belligerent. He can really beat up a baseball. His pitch is outside 1-0. And what's your philosophy here up by 6 runs, Henry?
Yeah, I mean, obviously you don't want to leave a pitch up and have him send it over the wall again, but anything but an extra base hit.
Swing and a miss.
He'll take it. And you can get the strikeout, but he's already shown in this game. He hit an away pitch to left. He pulled a breaking ball. You just got to be really careful with him.
Yeah. Got to keep it down. Swing and a miss. Boy, they're keeping things up on him when he's going after pitches right above his hands. Not terribly high. I mean, if he gets a hold of him, he probably hits one out. But he's just fast enough, is Parker. Let's see if he can get the strikeout. Here's the pitch. Got him! Oh, he dropped it. backdrop third strike isn't out anyway with first base covered. But, boy, that was a great pitch and a great result that the Go Hawks needed.
Yeah, you could just tell he was a little uncomfortable with the outer portion of the plate. It was Hatlin. He kind of just reached the bat out there trying to just hit it the other way, but swung right through it.
Big spot. Nathan O'Neill up to bat. Pitch high. He struck out twice. He's trying to avoid going 0 for 3 with all 3 being Ks. Check the runner at first. They continue to check Colton O'Neill. Nathan O'Neill's up to bat. Swings and misses. Nobody's catching the fastball of Parker.
Yeah, I feel like it's been a theme of the whole season. I mean, he just, for some reason, just misses bats with that fastball.
Next pitch, called strike. That was at the top of the zone. O'Neill thought, well, I'm not going to swing it. Oh, wait.
Yeah, not a great pitch to hit.
Here's the throw to first. He's back in plenty of time. Just a nice, easy throw to first. Cloudless sky. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. The 10th strikeout of the game for Grant Parker, who's wheeling and dealing. There's 2 outs. Waukon down to their last 4 outs in the ball game as Jack O'Neill's up to bat. If you get O'Neill here, then the 7th inning is a 6, 7, and 8 hitters. You got to like that. So not only does it get you out of this half inning, but it sets up the next half inning for winning time. We're in game 1 of a doubleheader. Pitch way upstairs, took the elevator. 1-0. Go Hawks standing in their dugout. Feeling pretty good about themselves. Ball popped up. It's going to go over our head. And just behind the press box as well, as we're right next to the school here at Waukon. Softball field in the distance. Also the football field back behind us. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Waukon's done a lot of winning on that football field over the years. Didn't do it against the Go Hawks last time by any means, but they've done a lot of winning. Pitch outside, 2-2. This is one of those schools, certainly a football school. Here's the 2-2 count. Got him. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 3 strikeouts in the inning. 11 overall thus far. It's 7-1 as we go to the 7th. The Go Hawks with the lead on the K-Way Sports Network.
Imagine a world with slow internet where your Netflix locks up, your podcasts won't play, and stop. That sounds unbearable. Luckily, you've got Butler Bremer Communications. In fact, we were just designated a smart rural community. This means we're a top-performing broadband provider, and with direct fiber connections and up to 200 meg download and upload speeds, you've got everything you need to work, play, and stream as much as you want online. Learn more at butler-bremer.com today.
Harvest more of what you grow with Case IH Axle Flow Combines. From header to spreader, Axle Flow's industry-leading innovations deliver cleaner grain from the field to the bin. Get the capacity you need with easy adjustment options to match your crop and field condition, all while minimizing potential grain loss. Add automated efficiency of the optional AFS Harvest command and take control of your harvest. Put your grain in the tank and your money in the bank with Axle Flow Combines. Contact New Hampton Red Power in New Hampton today to put the latest technology to work for you with Case IH.
Seventh inning, 7-1, Go Hawks lead as Mason Wasson is the new pitcher for the Indians. The junior has a 13.36 ERA and 3 2/3 innings pitched. Opponents bat .286 against him. He's walked 3, hit 2, struck out 4. So not a ton of numbers for him. And the Go Hawks, they just looking for any insurance. They've got the 3, 4, and 5 hitters up. That's Rage leading things off as he takes a fastball. Strike 1 called. Rage is 0 for 2, hit into a 5-4-3 double play his last time up. Does have a sac fly. Ball popped up. Catcher loses the mask. Dancing around, will make the grab. And there's a dirt circle right around home plate. He took it on the third base side and made the grab. That's the second pop out he's recorded on the evening. And now there's Garrick Tibbetts of Tibet, who's 0 for 3 with a ground out, fly out, and strikeout. He's kind of done a little bit of everything, but nothing positive thus far in those categories. He's been a good hitter this year as a freshman. Look out. He ducks, gets the bat down. It's 1-0. Only one Go Hawk's been walked in the game. Errors have cost Waukon. They've got 2 errors. Ball hit up the middle. There's a single as Tibbetts is on. First hit of the game that brings up Nolan Foster, who's 0 for 2 with a pop out to the catcher, reached on an error, walked, and scored a run. 1 out. Runner on at first base. 7-1 Go Hawks lead in the 7th inning. Top of the 7th inning as we're here on the road. And you can't ask for a better night than this. It is room temperature.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Still, I mean, hardly any wind.
Not swarmed by gnats. I mean, it's nice.
Yeah.
There's been some times that it's nice, but boy, I wish it was windy because I'm surrounded by gnats. I mean, it's just nice. Ball hit hard into center field, going back, and that ball is off the base of the fence. It'll be a double for Foster. They're going to send Tibbetts as the ball went off the foot of the cutoff man, and that's an RBI double by Nolan Foster. For a little bit, you were wondering if that would leave the yard. It's 8-1 Go Hawks.
Yeah, there's probably no way the runner should have scored, but it was good eyes from Coach Willis at third. He saw it all the way. As soon as he booted it, he gave Tibbetts the green light. Wasn't even close at the plate.
Yeah, the cutoff man just dropped it, went off his foot, and you're right, Willis was immediately doing his windmill impersonation and sending him home. Cedric up to bat. He's 0 for 3, couple strikeouts, and a ground out as he gets hit by a pitch. So he's on. Runners at first and second. Still just 1 out in the inning as Lance Myers is up to bat. Myers is 1 for 3, but been super effective with a single, fielder's choice, and 2 runs scored in the ball game. 8-1. Now the Go Hawks, what they might be in a situation is there's a pinch runner. Jude Landers comes to run for Cedric at first, where they could end up, if they just keep grinding on Wasson, making this a 10-run game. Now, it wouldn't matter because it still has to be the bottom of the 7th either way. This game's been moving at a decent pace, but this inning could get long. Because I don't think Wayner was doing a bad job as a pitcher.
No, Waverly just was squaring the balls up. Made a lot of pitchers' pitches.
Waiting for the delivery to Myers. It's way high. Pitch makes it 1-0. Waverly Shellrock leads 8-1. Matt Ray, Henry, Aaron Powers with you here in Waukon. Doubleheader tonight. This is game 1 of that doubleheader. Pitch high, 2-0 now to Myers. Double plays in order. Waukon has turned one of those tonight. Pitch high and away, 3-0.
The arsenal for this pitcher on the mound, his slider, he's got a long arm swing, so he's not able to really get on top of the ball. A lot of those breaking pitches have just been spinning to the plate.
Next pitch finds the zone, making it 3-1 as Myers was taking. He was with a red light there. Good hitter's count, though. If he gets the one he likes, let's see if he can spray it somewhere. The 3-1 delivery. Away, ball 4, bases full of Go Hawks. And a quick-paced game could just about hit the brakes here. Grant Parker comes up to bat. Parker's having himself a great day. Not only does he have 11 strikeouts, only 2 hits allowed on the mound, he's 2 for 3 with a pair of singles, and his courtesy runner has scored twice in this game. His only out was a ground out as he flies one into right field. Should be an easy play for the Indians, and it is. That's out number 2. It's going to be a tag up and a score from third, a sacrifice fly, as Grant Parker adds to the Go Hawk lead, 9-1. Brings up Sam Rose, who was 2 for 2 with a hit by pitch, 2 singles and 2 runs scored from the 9 slot in the Go Hawk lineup. That's not a 9-hitters line. Ball hit high in the air to center field. It's by no means going to get out, and it should be caught, and it is. Out number 3. Well tagged ball, though, by Rose. Go Hawks will go to the bottom of the 7th inning, up 8 runs, and looking to close out win number 10 in the conference on the K-Way Sports Network.
The
Dirty Dog American Bar and Grill in Waverly is the place to bring your friends and stay a while. With pizza, sandwiches, the Cedar Valley's best burgers, wraps, and amazing salads, the Dirty Dog has something for everyone. Stop in to watch the game or just grab a cold beer or your favorite drink and enjoy the great atmosphere with state-of-the-art TVs and sound system. The Dirty Dog American Bar and Grill in Waverly. Real food for real people.
First Maxfield Mutual Insurance provides protection for your home or farm you can afford, all backed by friendly hometown service. The staff at First Maxfield Mutual Insurance in Denver knows the Cedar Valley area and knows insurance. Whether you want to review your current coverage or you need some advice and a quote, we're here to provide you with personal attention and the coverage you need. For over 150 years, Cedar Valley residents have counted on us for quality protection from Farm Mutual Insurance. Contact a First Maxfield Mutual agent for all your insurance needs.
Last chance for the Indians as the Go Hawks lead 9-1. The 6, 7, and 8 hitters due against Grant Parker, who's trying to get the complete game victory. Lawson, his counterpart, swings and misses at the first offering. It's been 4 strikeouts in a row, by the way, for Parker. Swing and a miss, strike 2. He has just been unbelievable over the last few games that he's been pitcher. Strike 3 called. Ring him up, sir. 5 strikeouts in a row. 12 in the game. He's only allowed 2 hits as Sean Martin comes up to bat. Martin's 0 for 1 with a walk and also a flyout. Only 1 walk issued as well. Swing and a miss on a high heater. I mean, that's a pretty stinking awesome stats.
Yeah.
Pitch outside, 1-1.
And I'm not sure that he's ever, I mean, as long as he gets strike 1, as Coach Hermson said, I mean, he's smooth sailing from there.
Swing and a miss, 1-2. Parker's just hurling it right by these Indians.
Yeah, quickly, too.
Here's the 1-2. Strike 3 called. Ring him up, sir. That's unbelievable.
He's got to be having so much fun.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about that. He's got 13 strikeouts. Keenan up to bat now. First pitch catches a whole lot of the catcher there.
Yeah.
Strike 1 was a foul tip by Keenan and went back and hit him. Wayner, by the way, going to finish 0 for 2. Full strikeouts. So Keenan, that's assistant coach Jerry Keenan's son. He used to be head coach before Shel Smith took over. Not often a guy will step down from the head to be an assistant. Swing and a miss. That says a lot about the head coach and about the assistant. That you're willing to say, you know, this is your thing. 0-2 count. Pitch high. Could he finish off the last 2 innings by striking out the side? In fact, if he strikes out the